Through the vision and calling of the late Isileli Takolu, the pioneering foundations for Christian television were laid for the island of Tongatapu. Isileli's vision set in motion the first dealings with TBN amongst the Pacific Island groups, which eventually led to TBN's establishment on the surrounding islands. This journey was marred with opposition and was by no means an easy one.
Going back to 1980s, my father was following His Majesty King Tafa'ao Tubo IV, who had passed away in 2000. And on his way to the United States, he happened to meet with Paul and Jan, and then he told them that the king is in the States. And Paul and Jan invited them to be hosted in one of the Praise the Lord programs. And then the king, while they were having the program, the king asked Paul and Jan if they could establish TBN here in the nation, the Kingdom of Tonga. Paul and Jan promised that they will make sure that TBN will be established here in Tonga, so that our people will watch the program that TBN have.
Construction of the new TBN transmitter and broadcast facilities started in January 2001. Despite the series of technical and logistical issues faced by the construction team, the site was ready to go live in April 2001.
Meanwhile, we got into around about the middle of March when I got a request from TBN headquarters for a report and some photographs to use in the telethon beginning of April. And at that point in time, all we had was some photographs of a lot of long grass, a bit of construction equipment lying around, a satellite dish lying on the ground, and some little pads of concrete, which really represented an enormous amount of concrete that went right down to the bottom of the swamp. So I sent that over to USA, and on the telethon, Dr. Crouch, who had intended to mention the opening of the station, instead said, we might have some news about a new station in Tonga before the end of the year. So I got straight onto my email and I sent a message to Mr. Terry Hickey, Paul Crouch's assistant at that time, and I said to him, tell Paul that this station will be on air in just over 3 weeks. Now, I had nothing to go on to back that statement because an enormous amount of work still had to happen and we didn't know how we were going to do it. But there was a couple of things that I did know. I knew that God was in this. I knew that our license was going to expire if we didn't start broadcasting by the 26th of April 2001, and therefore it was up to God to get it on air before that date.
The facility was commissioned in May 2001 by the late King of Tonga, Tufuawu Tupu IV, in a ceremony that was also attended by Paul and Jan Crouch.
When I'm getting tired of watching rugby, I can watch TBN.
In April this year, Doulos Broadcasting Network, in association with TBN, celebrated its 10-year anniversary in Tonga. This historic milestone was celebrated over 3 evenings with a range of activities that included worship, teachings, testimonies, dance and singing. The proceedings were attended by an array of locals, partners and guest speakers from around the world. The evidence of God's grace was richly portrayed by the love and joy of this closely knit community.
When the Spirit of the Lord is in your heart, and in my heart, and in our hearts, I will dance like David did. I will sing like David sang. Hallelujah.
We are giving the right answer to the whole world. The answer is the gospel of Jesus Christ. And we are carrying it to every people, every nation, every minute and every hour of the year.
And we keep on and keeping on, preaching the word, the gospel of Jesus Christ, the good news to the people of wherever we are, whatever we do, We speak the word and the word perform and bring fruit to the kingdom of God.
As we cast our eyes towards the decade that lies ahead of us, may God richly bless the work being done through TBN in Tonga and beyond, as lives are touched and transformed by the gospel of Jesus Christ.